The Fourth War, as it's officially been deemed, has finally concluded. The Alliance and Horde will negotiate peace. The Horde is free from Sylvanas, and Saurfang has become the martyr I said he would be. Today we're going to talk about the end of the war campaign, and let me just say, there's a lot to talk about here, and I won't get to it all today. The possibilities it leaves for future content is nuts. There's so much to be done, but before we get to what must be done, let's talk about what's already been done here today. And the only way to start that is by listening to this.
Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Makora!
As you can hear, that is the sound of a Blizzboy that has correctly guessed the outcome of the faction war, and it only makes me think, how much more correct could he be? Will Helia actually lead the Forsaken? Will the Horde not get a new war chief and instead have a council? Will N'Zoth assault both Orgrimmar and Stormwind as his first strike? These are the things in question, and only time will have the answer. Now, there are a number of things that I'd like to bring up here. I have listed them all, so I'm just going to dive in and let's see where this goes. First off, Sylvanas was not a raid boss. Orgrimmar was not a raid. Let me be clear. Never once did I buy into the Siege 2.0 choir because, come on. It's harder for Blizzard to copy mop than make something new. I also never bought into the Sylvanas raid boss idea in BFA either, but actually I could see her as a boss in the next expansion if we're getting something to do with Helia, who has been confirmed to be alive and well. That leads me right into the next thing. Sylvanas and Helia. Spoilers. When Jane asked Lorthamar and Thalyssra about Sylvanas' power,
"What manner of magic did Sylvanas use against Saurfang?"
I had hoped either you or Thalyssra would have the answer to that question. I have never seen her wield such power.
It was unlike any magic I have ever encountered. I could sense none of it, even in her presence.
Then she must have only recently acquired it, or simply waited until now to reveal it.
Either way, it does not bode well for us. Whatever she is planning, she no longer needs the Horde to achieve it.
spoilers again, it either came from Helia or it came from something I'll discuss in a second. But first, Helia. The two did kind of have a deal, a pact in Legion. I did a video on that and who could have made her war chief, which, spoilers, yet again, it was Helia. But there's also another option, at least an option for where she could have gotten her power. Xalatoth. When we arrived in Nazjatar, the faithful Nathanos went off to, in quotes, do a job.
We want to find safe haven for our wounded. Oculus will assist you. I have a mission to complete.
It is possible that the power Sylvanas wielded against Saurfang is a form of shadow magic, since the Nog have pretty much attuned themselves to the power of the old gods, plus she kind of indirectly states it if you choose to side with her in the war campaign. I'm not going to show the video though, I didn't side with the witch myself, but if you want, Wowhead has posted it and you can watch it for yourself. I'll make sure to put it into the description, but for now, here's just a small little bit that I want to talk about here today.
My bargain with Ajara will yet bear fruit. The armies of Azeroth will fight her master, and he will line their streets with corpses. In the end, he too will serve death. Enough reflection. There are preparations to be made. Nothing lasts. When next you see me, you will understand.
Essentially, she states how she had some sort of deal with Ajara and that even N'Zoth will serve death, which sort of makes the theory of him making her war chief kind of invalid. If they had a deal, right? Something that Sylvanas has been pretty fond of doing, I guess. Why would she just toss him to the wayside and be like, oh no, he's gonna die? Oh, but she could be lying. No, look. Shut up, Reddit. She also states that we will see her again, which, judging by how things went the last few times, she's going to be featured in the next expansion, so it'll most likely be that any of these Shadowland 9.0 leaks could be true, something I briefly talked about right here. There's also another matter to discuss, probably the biggest matter on this list. 8.3. What's going to happen? Where is it going to happen? Who's going to be involved? Will that jet flying over my house go away? I don't know. Well, we know N'Zoth is confirmed, and if he's confirmed, we can probably toss anyone related to the Chamber of Heart in the mix. So, Magni, Wrathion, Mother, the Aspects, us. Imagine that, a patch without us, it'd be crazy. Now, I will point out that there was some sort of data mine shot of something, like a trailer or a cinematic or both, and it shows a bunch of SpongeBob Flying Dutchman boats around the Stormwind Harbor. I'll put it up so you can see it. Many have thought of this as a raid cutscene, but I kind of doubt it. I doubt it. And I doubt it because that means a raid would mean an update to the city. So unless Blizzard has plans to update the Horde capital as well, I'm going to say no. Simply because the Horde will cry and moan because their city looks ugly and Stormwind looks cool. But I also did say in a video, I'll put it up right here so you can go watch it, that N'Zoth's first plan of attack could be against the Alliance and the Horde, more specifically their capitals. I'll leave it at that, and you can go watch the video I did on it. This video is already getting long enough as it is, and I'm not the kind of guy who wants to repeat himself in every video ever, so let's just wrap it up. All in all, I like the ending to the faction war, and I'm not just saying that because I guessed things correctly and I'm good at lore. We got conclusions, open ends, blossoming friendships, a more united Azeroth, and the realization that the Night Elves following Tyrande are not going to stop killing the Horde. That could have implications, and I will be discussing all of it, as well as other things, soon. There's a lot of time between 8.2.5 and 8.3, so expect many videos on the subjects listed, among other things. The faction war might be over, but the battle for Azeroth has not ended yet. Also, I should mention there's Wrathion stuff now too, which I haven't gotten to yet, so expect that and everything else in the near future. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding this video, WoW, or its lore, you can let me know about them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to read each and every one of them. Thanks for watching.